welcome to Soul Code Tarot. You're with me, Catherine. Thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, it would be amazing if you could like, share and subscribe. This is a 7-day forecast for you. I've just come in from a beautiful long walk out in the woods. I'm in England and the autumn here is stunning. And I really wanted to share that positive energy with you. Just feel so grounded and connected when I'm out and about in the woods. And if you haven't already, it would be a good idea maybe just to, particularly if you're in the northern hemisphere, to get those walks in before winter draws in. I'm not really a winter person. I'm Aries sun and rising, so the spring and summer for me is much nicer frequencies, so I get out as much as I can before winter hits. Anyway, this is your 7-day forecast. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining in with this community. It's amazing to see all your comments. And yeah, let's get into this reading. I'm starting with the Moonology. So we're looking at the next 7 days. So the first card out is it's a win-win situation. So I'm going to lay out 7 cards from this Moonology so that we can see the trajectory of your next 7 days and what's going to be unfolding. So whatever's going on, whatever you're working on at the moment, there's a win-win outcome. Okay, and the next card, please. So the next 7 days, really important energies and frequencies. Thank you, guides, angels, archangels, bodhisattvas, ascended masters with us in this reading, inviting in information for clarification over the next 7 days for the situation you find yourself in. This message is timeless. It's found you when you most need it, when you most need to know what the outcome over the next 7 days ahead are for you. So for the next day, please, Oracle card. Thank you very much. So yes, being out in the woods is really powerful, isn't it, in the winter, just to get all that sunlight in as much as we can. Okay, so we have, it's time to take action. It's a win-win outcome when you take the action. Over the next 7 days, be bold and make the first move. Okay, and then you're very close to achieving your goal. Wow, here we go, nearly there. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so this is a very powerful, very important message for you for the next 7 days. A win-win outcome is forecast in the situation you're facing and why you're listening to this reading. But you need to take action and be bold and really make that first move on that situation that's arising for you. Because you're very, very, very close to achieving the goal, and the end of a tough cycle approaches. So a very powerful exchange of energy here over the next 7 days. So whatever it is you've been facing or trying to achieve, it is time to take action on it. It's going to be a win-win outcome when you do. You know, we have to take action when we want to manifest our dreams into reality, when we really want to change our life, when we want to transform our life. It's critical to really change our frequency and take the action. Spirit is just saying it's a win-win outcome when you do. It's time to really know that that bold first move will help you achieve the goal you've been aiming to achieve. So it's nearly here. You're nearly in that fruition, because then you're going to be experiencing the end of a tough cycle. We have our last 2 Moonology Oracle cards here. Communication in this situation you're facing over the next 7 days is key. And as you do take that bold action, luck is on your side. So this next 7-day period that you find yourself in this portal, luck is on your side. The end of that tough cycle you've been facing is over nearly. Just be bold, take the action, and know that there's a win-win outcome forecast. So I'm going to move us into the tarot cards now to get some clarification. And then we'll move into the gene keys to see the overriding shadow and dilemma at play and what gift and siddhi is available. Now, if you haven't already checked out your gene keys, your hologenetic profile, I'd highly recommend that, especially if you're listening to this reading at a point in time when the next 7 days is critical for you, because you'll be able to see what shadows are hitting you, what dilemmas are hitting you, so that you can really take the right action, be bold in that, and know that the gifts that you have can come forwards and create that win-win situation. So it could be a work situation, it could be a relationship situation, financial situation, whatever it is that you're looking for in the next 7 days. Be bold, take the action you know in your heart feels right. Use your intuition, trust your gut intuition. And Spirit is saying you're so very close to achieving that goal. You're so very, very close in the next 7 days. Keep going. So we've got here vibrancy. This is very powerful. So tap into the Queen of Wands energy in the next 7 days. Now, the Queen of Wands energy is going to really help you keep that fire and that momentum going. But it's a queen energy. So be strong in this energy. This is that be bold and take the first move. Make that action. So we could have good business ideas in the next 7 days, or you've had a very good business idea, and this is what they're saying, what you've been working on. Take the action because you're so close to achieving that goal. So noticing this Queen of Wands energy, keep your confidence up this next 7 days. Just hold the Queen energy, fire energy, strength energy, and just being bold. That's really important, I feel. Be bold. Now, being bold doesn't mean being flippant. It doesn't mean being too hasty, but it does mean courage. And Queen of Wands is going to be courageous as well. It's going to have that vibrancy, courage, and confidence. Hold yourself strongly in the next 7 days. Hold yourself in high regard in the next 7 days, and be bold and take that action. It's really going to close out this tough cycle you've been facing. And, 2025 has certainly been tough and intense at times, and other times fluid and beautiful. So there's been lots going on in 2025. So in the next 7 days, let's also look at, the Hierophant. In the next 7 days, the Hierophant energy is going to be incredibly important to work with, to honor. So this again is about perhaps a business idea you've had that you're going to have to be bold and take that action upon. The Hierophant is traditional institutions. It's about knowledge. Are you sharing your knowledge? Have you decided to take bold action and share your knowledge? It's also about religion and beliefs. It's also really about coming into that energy in the next 7 days. So choose a traditional approach. Be bold. Take the action. And Spirit is guiding you through whatever it is you've had in your mind to start working on in the next 7 days, or complete in the next 7 days as a cycle. Because you've been having 8 of Swords energy, some restriction in this. So you've had an idea, and this has caught you just as you begin that idea, or you've been working on it over the year or over the last few months or weeks even, and you felt restricted. You've been feeling trapped. Now, the way to come out of that is to come into the Queen of Wands energy, come into the confidence in yourself, be bold, take the action on this thing that you want to do. And perhaps it is about sharing your knowledge, just coming forwards. Because, of course, communication is key. So, whatever it is you need to communicate, start communicating it. Be bold. Take the action that you've been intuiting you need to take, and Spirit's saying, then this will really bring you much closer to your goals, or it will actually within the next 7 days see you realize the goal you've been trying to achieve, and it's a win-win outcome, i.e. it's positive. Because we also have, it's a culmination. I love this. I love it when Spirit comes through like this. The culmination point in 7 days' time is the 10 of Pentacles when you take this bold action. Whatever it is you've been thinking about doing or you have been doing, continue to take the bold action or take the first step on your journey of this idea you've had. Be confident, like the Queen of Wands. Just know that in sharing your knowledge, in communicating your knowledge, that you will release any restrictions you've had. I'm also going to pull us a chakra card here to just see, is it the throat energy, the communication point, to really focus on releasing into the world at this time. Because it's going to culminate for you in the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is the rough cycle that you've been experiencing coming to a close in the next 7 days, or a transition into something that's feeling so much better. Because in this 7-day period, luck is on your side. So just remember that, and that there's a win-win outcome. You come into the 10 of Pentacles within 7 days, or a feeling of that, or the ability to access that frequency, which is unexpected income, a financial windfall, somehow a payout, a lump sum, perhaps from a institution, financial institution. You may have been thinking about taking a step forward with your business, a step forward in marriage, a step forward in anything that is relevant to you. And just know that that step forward is the bold action you need to take, and it will result in your affluence increasing, your prosperity increasing in the next 7 days. Now, prosperity can literally be money, but prosperity can also be, in general, prosperity feels that it is accruing, our health, our wellness, our finances. 10 of Pentacles is a powerful card to receive. Within the next 7 days, that frequency becomes available for you. Really powerful. I'm going to look at the gene keys, and then we'll look at the chakra points. And I may clarify here with the Light Seers Tarot deck. Now, the gene keys are powerful, as I've said. Richard Rudd is the author and the channeler of the gene keys. Looking at your gene keys is a lot like looking at your natal birth chart. And I would really highly recommend, if you haven't done that, it's just an incredible contemplative self-study process. That chart is free at genekeys.com. I'll put all the links below, but it will give you, if you're really working on something, and I do believe we are all working on something, all signs are working on something, to bring forward our higher self, the oversoul self that can extend into the world in this ascension process, in this evolution in consciousness, where we bring forward with communication in the way that is best suited for us. We communicate, we start to take this bold action in the world, we start to bring forward 10 of Pentacles to others, because we've all had a lot of restriction. I feel this energy through 2025 is passing off, and there is brand new energy and frequencies coming in. And I don't know if you've been tuning into the 3-eye atlas energies and frequencies. Just to me, it feels like something is up, something very positive is up. Now, when we had that global pandemic, I don't know about you, I'm very empathic, I'm very clairvoyant, I'm very sensitive to both immediate surroundings, my environment and my relationships, but also on a global level. My awareness can go out deep into the non-local fields of of non-reality, in the sense of not 3D, and into the morphogenic fields. And it felt so heavy at that point. And actually, really up until the end of this year, it's all felt very heavy and sometimes even very nihilistic, which is unusual for me because I'm Aries sun and rising. So what I'm saying is just tuning in to you to share this information, to work into the ascension, to know your gene keys, bring that information forwards of yourself, and just bring in the higher frequencies now. Tune in, really tune in. So let's see. Tune in and share, be bold, communicate in the next 7 days that which it is that's on your heart. Okay, so what is the shadow at play, Spirit, please? Thank you. Whoa, that came out. Did you see that come out? Wow, amazing. So gene key 17, you may or you may not have this in your chart. There are 64 gene keys. You can read them all up. I'll put the links for the book below, and you can study for free your own profile. And if you do have gene key 17, this is even more powerful in this reading. Over the next 7 days, the dilemma of politics is playing out in your life in this situation, and the shadow of opinion. So your opinion or another's opinion. Now, opinions can be political, you know. Now, it doesn't have to be on the global stage, although there is a lot going on at the moment in the world, on the world political stage. But in this reading, in the next 7 days, be aware of the politics at play and the opinions at play, and stay true to you, and then still take the bold action you know you want to take. Because your gift, the frequency that's available here is far-sightedness. So whatever you've seen for 2026 that you really, really know you should be taking bold action upon, because it's going to bring in that win-win situation, because it's going to close out the tough cycle you've been in 2025. And just know that as you use that far-sightedness, that gift of seeing way out into the non-local fields, into the morphogenic fields, or into even just current reality in the sense of real stage, what global, worldwide politics and what's happening, make that bold first action and know that Spirit is with you, and it's coming into that 10 of Pentacles energy for you. You know, prosperity for all, prosperity for you. It's like, I do not believe we're on this planet to just do some work to get some money, to buy some stuff. You know, prosperity is about sharing your soul's purpose, your soul code that can then bring in prosperity for all. Powerful. Okay, so the siddhi here at play. Now, the siddhi is like the super gift that you can access. The frequency is omniscience. Whatever this is that Spirit is really urging you to take bold action on in the next 7 days is going to give you a sense of omniscience. Now, as a siddhi, this is not a shadow. So omniscient power is like the Godhead. Maybe this is about channeling knowledge and information that you have. Perhaps it's about beginning to take the bold action to speak about wisdom, to speak through the energy of the Hierophant that really releases you and others from any restrictions that you've been facing, or in that far-sightedness you can see will alleviate and bring in luck for all and you in the next 7 days and going forwards. So the way through the 7 days here is definitely to access your far-sightedness. Now, far-sightedness can also be clairvoyance. It can be that psychic intuition, gut intuition. So focusing in on meditation, just clearing the mind. Going for a long walk clears my mind, and then I get lots of information coming in, flowing in, and that I can channel and I can share and I can communicate. And that really helps me. So perhaps that is what would help you access your far-sightedness in the next 7 days. Then take action to communicate what you've seen. Don't let politics get in the way. You know, politics can also be like you feel judged by people. for your gifts. So if you study your gene keys and fully understand your gifts, the judgment can fall away because you know it's the truth. You know you're not making something up about yourself. What you feel about yourself is the truth because you can see it. It's the same as reading your natal chart. If we are looking at a 3D level, the density level, and a natal chart, and a human body, you, me, us all, and we look at labels, we look at names, we look at frequencies, Aries is Aries, Taurus is Taurus, Gemini is Gemini, etc. And that's the truth in the sense of, as far as we can see, the far-sightedness of that, I do believe everything is a soul code. Everything is a codex. Everything is coded, magically. This is not modern day AI I'm talking about. This is ancient, encrypted, spiritual information. And you have a soul code, and it's all there in your gene keys, and it's all there in your natal chart. And then with that insight, we can then enact that in the world. We can then consciously see our shadows and what shadows are upon us and what the dilemmas are in our whole profile, but also what the gifts are and the siddhis are. And that is what can play out in the next 7 days. It's a portal, and you're listening to this because you are in that moment of something is arising. There's some action that needs to be taken. You want that rough cycle to end. Whatever's been going on in 2025 can end as a culmination point now. Luck is on your side. It's a win-win outcome when you do take this action. So Spirit is just trying to really affirm. If you feel like you have knowledge, wisdom, something to communicate, disregard the politics, disregard opinions, use your far-sightedness and communicate because it brings prosperity, 10 of Pentacles in. Use your vibrancy, tap into that really powerful Queen of Wands energy. Sit in that power. Know and trust the Hierophant energy is with you here, and that's going to release all restrictions. Okay, chakra point wise for meditation, if you do like to meditate on keeping your heart open and expanded. Openness is the key in the next 7 days. Heart openness. Work on balancing your root chakra, because as we ground our energy, the ability to take that bold action comes forward. The times in my life where I've not felt grounded, where I've been overwhelmed with fear, the sense of nihilism that we had in the pandemic, all of these lower frequency energies will unground us, and we become restricted, we become stuck. So work on the higher frequencies, particularly of the heart expansion. Meditation on the heart. I'm going to put a link into a heart connection meditation and a heart chakra meditation below. Stay grounded, get out in nature, go for a walk, focus on the root chakra. Working into your Anahata chakra again. So the heart chakra twice, extremely important. I'm going to read that one. Working into, you cannot make this up. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Communication is going to be key. What is it that you know deep in your soul that you need to communicate? That far-sightedness, the seeing, the knowing. Start sharing that. Start communicating that. Luck is on your side. If you're working online, sharing through social platforms, YouTube, Instagram, share, communicate, start now. And this will just take you through the 7 days and into November, December, into the new year, 2026, with a win-win outcome. So it feels quite urgent, this next 7 days reading. It just feels like there's an energy of vibrancy and optimism and this win-win outcome and this luck, this feeling of luck and frequencies of luck, that's like the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune may turn into what we feel like is luck, and the Wheel of Fortune may spin into what we don't feel is luck. Cannot make this up. This is the third chakra card, communication, and again, heart chakra. And this is around loving relationships. So 3 heart chakra guidance meditations. So working into loving relationships, staying open and staying grounded in the next 7 days is critical to keeping this flow of energy and accessing the luck, accessing the win-win, accessing the 10 of Pentacles, the prosperity, the income flow, the financial windfall, the prosperity. And let me just read you this beautiful heart chakra message. And again, I will link a meditation that I have created. It's a guided meditation. There's a chakra heart opening and a heart connection meditation that may help. Okay, this is beautiful. Self-love. So very much about this Queen of Wands energy. Confidence, power, your innate inner power. Self-love is the greatest gift of all. It's true. You are a unique expression of the divine. You are a unique expression of the divine. Know that you are connected to all that is. That was me talking about the morphogenic fields, the non-local fields of reality. When I say non-local fields of reality, I don't mean not this immediate table, this immediate plant. This is the interwoven levels of non-reality, all the dimensions. Know that you are connected to all of that. Opening the heart is a key component to feeling those spaces. Let love, place, and tranquility penetrate through your being in the next 7 days and bring it into the world. And watch as this frequency is reflected back to you. You are love. So this love frequency, 3 heart chakra card meditation points to come out, and staying grounded is the portal through this 7 days, as well as really looking at that gene key and really accessing Queen of Wands energy to stay confident, to take the bold action that you know you really want to take to communicate that which it is you have far-sighted vision upon. Perhaps you are clairvoyant, psychic, a seer. Perhaps 3-eye atlas is talking through you. Perhaps the non-local fields, as I'm talking about that so much in this channeled message for the next 7 days, is a key component of where you get your farsightedness from. It certainly is for me. Politics-wise, if I was stuck in politics, in the dilemma, I may be reticent to share about psychic abilities. Historically, most of us have been, if we are active in our gifts, in the clairs. Nowadays, it's okay, you know. There may still be opinions about it, but those opinions do not come upon me, for example, or you potentially as strongly. And that farsightedness, that gift of seeing, is just freely available to share and freely available to communicate. And not only that, that communication keeps my heart open, keeps your heart open. It keeps me actually very grounded. When I am not connected to source, when I am not flowing in psychic, non-local fields of reality, for me, I feel very ungrounded, which is interesting. You know, some people, if they go too far into meditation and too far into the psychic fields, they can feel ungrounded. But for those of us, and if you're listening to this, it may be just the message that you need to hear, that there is an activation in the next 7 days of farsightedness, a clair, psychic ability, channeling ability. These are the times to share that information and share that knowledge in a way that's right for you. And know that it's a win-win outcome when you share. Trust that process. It is time to take that action if you've been holding back. Keep your heart open. Keep the heart open. Don't go into opinions of yourself or of others. just know that you're so close to achieving this goal that you've been thinking about or has just arisen as you've tapped into this reading for the next 7 days. And know that what this action is, what you take action on, it brings the end of a tough cycle for you and for everyone around you, because we're all interconnected. As I take a bold action in the next 7 days and ongoing, it affects everybody around me positively. If I keep grounded, keep my heart open, stay out of opinions, and just keep my farsightedness, my vision, and my clairvoyance open, then I communicate that. I'm just giving you an example of how the flow of that feels and how that might resonate for you. Then it feels like spirit and luck and Godhead and the universal forces, the angels, the archangels, the guides are with me. And this may be something that has triggered in you that desire to take the action to share your gifts, share your insights, your farsightedness, your heart expansion. Either way, it's a win-win outcome. Luck is on your side. And whatever you're contemplating, take the action, because 10 of Pentacles is coming in. Super powerful prosperity within the next 7 days and onwards. So I really hope that has served. It feels like a very powerful reading. I want to say thank you to the guides, the angels, archangels, the bodhisattvas, the ascended masters with us here present in this reading, and your guides for being here. And thank you so much for listening. And it would be amazing if you could like, share, and subscribe. Just want to build a community of people who do love tarot, oracle, spirit, communication, channeling, and just bring it into the world. And love to hear your story. What is it you're thinking about taking action on? And what are you deciding about in the next 7 days? And just let me know if this has resonated and helped. So sending you lots of love, and I will see you very soon. Enjoy your next 7 days. Take that action, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.